Well, that's a bumpy car. Well, I'm headed to go see Batman vs. Superman, The Dawn of Justice, or Batman v Superman, because adding an S to the title will just make it slightly too long, because it's not already too long.
Or or as my receipt says, Bat versus Soup.
Anyway, I'm really excited for this movie, even though there's been hundreds of abysmal reviews for it. I have been waiting for a movie where Batman and Superman appear on screen my entire life. And even if the film sucks, if Batman and Superman are done well, I will enjoy it. A couple of things that before I see the film I assume I will hate is Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor and Doomsday. Now, when I come out of the film, that might change my mind, but I highly doubt it.
I've heard that Wonder Woman is handled fantastically.
I'm excited to see how they do Wonder Woman. I've kind of gotten slight spoilers of how they might introduce Justice League members, but maybe not. I've been trying to stay spoiler free. I only know what the trailer showed. I'm excited to see Ben Affleck as Batman. I think he's gonna be the best Batman so far. I could be wrong once I've seen the movie, but I will. That's Batman v Superman. Go watch him fight. Let's do this. We are almost at the theater. That little blue sign right there.
I got a text.
That's the theater. That was the sound of my camera starting.
Not you.
That's a car driving by, and that's another car. But, oh my god, Batman v Superman! Just gonna have Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, and I really don't get why this thing's getting hate like it's The Last Airbender. It is a very broken movie, and lots of times early on, especially with Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor, I was sitting there pissed and annoyed. But by the end of the movie, I enjoyed it. So, I don't know what people are saying. I just don't get it. Well,
it definitely is a mess.
You can't be seen, so shut up! Batman v Superman, The Dawn of Justice, one of the most anticipated films of the last 3 years, and one of the most anticipated films of my entire life. Batman v Superman is directed by Zack Snyder, whose previous work includes 300, Watchmen, and Man of Steel. The film stars Henry Cavill as Superman, Ben Affleck as Batman, and Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, and many other people like Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, and Amy Adams as Lois Lane, and Jeremy Irons as Alfred. I would not call this film a direct sequel to Man of Steel. It takes what happened at the end of Man of Steel and it builds on it. The early on scene of the destruction of Metropolis from Bruce Wayne's perspective is a very powerful and great way to set up what's going to happen for the rest of the film. The best thing about this film is the way they handle the characters. Henry Cavill seems to be more confident in the role of Superman, and he really does feel like Superman. He's a great modern-day Superman. I like how they do Superman in this film. It's kind of some of the things I've always wanted to see Superman handle in the movies. It picks up where Man of Steel left off. He's worried, should he be doing what he's doing? Is what he's doing is right? Is he doing the right thing? Should he even be Superman? It shows the turmoil inside Superman's mind for being Superman. And I think it works. I think it needed to be expanded on more, and I think they tried to do too much in this film. Ben Affleck nails it as Batman. He is the Frank Miller, The Dark Knight Returns Batman. More old, more wary, more beat down, more violent, more gruesome. And his reasons to go up against Superman are good, and they do work, and they do make sense. And it is the best part of the entire film. These are the best Batman action sequences I think we've ever gotten. It's just, they're fantastic. He comes in there, he's a brawler. It's very much like the fight scenes or the gameplay for the Arkham games. He's in your face, he's dirty, he's brawled. Now, if you don't like a Batman who kills people, even though in every Batman movie ever he has killed people, you will not be happy because he indirectly kills quite a few people in the movie. Gal Gadot is a surprise as Wonder Woman. She hadn't really done many movies before, but I was sold. She was on screen for like 5 minutes, and I'm sold she's Wonder Woman. I'm excited for that film. Jeremy Irons is a great and funny Alfred. He really feels like comic book Alfred. Amy Adams does better in this film than I think she did in Man of Steel, but she still seems to get just lost in the stories like she did in Man of Steel. Lex Luthor was my biggest complaint for most of the movie. Anytime he's on screen, he's acting like a cartoon character. Hey, the Jolly Rancher scene. I freaking hated Lex Luthor for most of the movie. He just seemed like Jim Carrey's the Riddler. But by the end of the film, it grew on me and I liked it. The other thing I expected to hate was Doomsday, but I actually thought that they brought Doomsday into the story in a way that it worked. It was very comic booky. It was pretty much what you expect from the trailers, but it works better in the film than you expected to. I do not think this is as bad as the critics have been saying. It is a flawed and messy film, that is for sure. The first 30 minutes, I was a bit confused, not knowing where they were going. They kept throwing this out, and then there's this plot line and that plot line. And I think some of the plot lines could have been removed. They could have tightened it up, and Superman really needed more screen time. This film is really for comic book readers. There are many nods and scenes directly from the comics. There are dialogue taken from the comics. There's visual cues from the comics. This was made with the eye of people who read the comics or people who are lifelong fans of these characters. This did get me excited for Justice League. A lot of people have said it doesn't get them excited, that it just makes them the entire DC movie universe, but I like what I saw. I'm glad with what I saw. It did a lot that I want to see. My early thoughts, and I'll have to see it again to be exactly sure I feel. It could go up, it could go down. But my early thoughts, walking away, just saw the movie last night, I would give it a B-. It's not a perfect movie, it's not a great movie. I think it's a good movie. I think it's being overly bashed. It delivered a lot from what I've always wanted to see from these characters. And if you're a fan of Batman and Superman, you will enjoy this film regardless of the plot or regardless of its flaws, which are a lot. The story is very broken. So if you are a fan of Batman and Superman, do not let the critics persuade you away. Go see it, find out for yourself. You may end up loving it, you may end up hating it. This is not the next Dark Knight. It is a good comic book movie, but it's not a great one. It's flawed. I cannot wait to see the 3-hour director's cut, which I believe will be a lot better, as Watchmen's director's cut was a lot better. Well, this is a new thing I'm going to be doing on my channels. If I can see new movies, I'm going to review them. I'm going to start reviewing old retro movies, and this is a new thing I'll be doing. See you guys next time. Bye.